What a game for Arsenal to start with, folks. On Monday, the Gunners played host to West Ham United, and it turned out to be a real Boxing Day treat. To everyone's surprise and against the run of play, West Ham actually opened the scoring from the penalty spot. And it was not until the second half that the Gunners really stepped up their game, which resulted in Saka's goal in the 53rd minute and then Gabriel Martinelli's in the 58th. They were really quick to turn around the game, eh guys?
Really happy with the performance first of all, and then the results, and obviously the context of the game was that they were a goal up after a very single situation that they had attacking an open space where the referee decided to award the pen, and then straight away you see the reaction of this crowd generating belief and just giving a lot of energy to the team, and the team showed, I think, in my opinion, a lot of composure and showed real quality, but as well a lot of clarity to understand what the game demanded, and they executed really, really well.
Those 5 minutes of madness reminded us just how good Arsenal are looking this season. Eddie Nketiah put the icing on the cake 10 minutes later to wrap up all 3 points once and for all.
He's a really confident boy, but hopefully he can give him, if he had any doubts, more confident about what he's capable of doing. I think his performance was really, really good, and on top of that he scored a great goal.
It's some big boots to fill in the absence of the injured Gabriel Jesus, but Eddie Nketiah, who was rewarded with a big contract last season, if he can keep up performances like that, Arsenal fans will be happy. That win over West Ham keeps the Gunners firmly at the top of the table. Arsenal now have a total of 40 points. That's 7 points more than second place Newcastle United, who also won yesterday. So, not for the first time this season, I'm going to ask you guys again, can Arsenal win the Premier League this season?
They can. I allow them to do everything that they want. What I tell them is that we have to focus on us. We cannot control what the opponents are going to do, how good they're going to become, or how many points they're going to earn or drop. So we have to focus in our performance, in what we do every day, and what has brought us here, which is not a coincidence. So we just need to keep doing what we are doing.
There's no doubt about it, if the Gunners can maintain this impressive form, it looks like they really do have what it takes to go all the way this season. And there's one person in particular who would be very happy about that: Arsene Wenger. Yes, the former Arsenal manager was actually in attendance at the Emirates Stadium yesterday for the game against West Ham, the first time that he has visited since his departure in 2018. So obviously it was a very special match for Mikel Arteta. And on Tuesday, another one of the Premier League big names was in the spotlight, and that's Liverpool. It's been quite an iffy first half of the season for the Reds, who have dropped down into the standings much lower than where we would usually expect to see them, so a strong second half is definitely going to be needed from Liverpool if they want to really secure qualification for Europe next season. Well, they made yesterday count as they were looking sharp. Mohamed Salah and co won 3-1 away to Aston Villa. And there's more good news for Liverpool too. Cody Gakpo is on the way. This was announced by the PSV general manager himself. PSV and Liverpool have reached an agreement on the transfer of Cody Gakpo. The 23-year-old striker will soon leave for England, where he will undergo the necessary formalities before the transfer is completed. Fabrizio Romano believes that Liverpool will pay around 57 million euros, including bonuses, for Cody Gakpo. And this transfer would also mean that Gakpo would be PSV's most expensive player in history, surpassing the Mexican Lozano, who was sold to Napoli in 2019 for 45 million euros. Cody Gakpo was one of the eye-catching players at the World Cup in Qatar, as he scored 3 goals for the Netherlands. Gakpo plays mainly as a left winger, but can also operate up front and as a second striker. This season he has scored 9 goals in 14 games for PSV. So yeah, this looks like another top quality signing from Liverpool, who in truth haven't really replaced Sadio Mane since he left for Bayern Munich last summer. So do you think Liverpool can now turn their season around and secure qualification for the Champions League? And do you think Cody Gakpo will be a good signing? Let us know in the comments.